Hey, thanks for checking in on Bathtub Sir, and welcome back to Vampire. Now, I know it, I'm sure you know it, but little Ichabod over there is a fraud. He states he's a vampire hunter. I don't think he is in the slightest. I don't think he's ever seen a vampire in the flesh. Well, in their true form. Obviously, he's laid eyes on us. We haven't said this to him to his face. I would hate to hurt his feelings. We're meant to be making people feel better, not worse about themselves. But we did find a letter, and the private guard know he's a big fraud. So we're going to show him this letter just to see what he has to say about it. Hello there, dude.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Throgmorton, that's your surname.
Can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Always, to be honest with you, but we want to talk to you about this letter. Oh, you're a fraud. We really are just going to come out a bit like that. Okay.
You've never faced, let alone killed, a vampire, Ichabod. You're a fraud.
No, I'm not. I may embellish the truth concerning my achievements, but I'm totally dedicated to my quest.
It didn't answer the question. Have you ever killed a vampire or faced? You're a lunatic. You have courage. I mean, he has courage, I guess. I'm all up for making friends.
You have courage, Mr. Throgmorton. Perhaps that is all one requires to face the demons.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You'll see. One day I'll find and kill one of these monstrosities with my own 2 hands.
I mean, I'm calling it. Oh, hang on. Hint failed. The fuck you mean hint failed?
You've never faced, let
So that
alone
means we've missed
killed
out on a
vampire,
hint there.
Ichabod. You're a fraud.
No, I'm not. I may embellish the truth.
Right, you didn't want to listen to all that again. Bit of a gutter though. I can't believe we missed out on a hint. I think we might have done that once before. I can't remember with who though. So it seems sort of pandering to him is not really good for us. We don't get hints that way. Can we search that?
It's locked.
Right, now who's this person here? Unknown. Should we get to know you? There's also a lady in there as well. What we're trying to do is make our way into the sewers, which I think is through this way.
Or are you just out of your mind?
You lost your horse, Governor? No, although I wish we did have a horse. Well, first of all, let's open these boxes. There we go. The Swanborough's medicine. Is that what the lady in Whitechapel's trying to sell? Oh, you're swigging on something. What you got? Can we have a taste?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Giselle, I don't mean to sound horrible, right? But you could really pass for a witch. You look so witch-like. I can't put my finger on it. The nose isn't particularly, like, crooked, but it still reminds me of a witch's nose. Plus your whole demeanour is just not very nice. So we could mesmerise you. She's healthy. She's very standoffish. So what, she thinks that we're here to lay down some bad laws against the working class, or does she think we're looking for a prostitute? I didn't quite understand. Are you a trade union activist?
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
You can't get any work anywhere.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Oh, well, good on you for standing up to them, Giselle. I'll still stand by my witch comments, but good for you for having a voice. It takes a lot of respect. Does it take respect? I mean, it earns a lot of respect, I guess.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole
Oh,
it.
shit.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
The Prywin. We could help you with this. Yes, the spoils of war, new investigation. I will get your money back, Giselle, so you can get help from the union. It's a bit unfortunate they don't take your word for it. Let's learn about your living life.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
We was in the Great War, Mom.
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Fucking hell, she's very judgmental. I hate your tone.
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Of course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
Very dangerous, your attitude, to truly judge on appearance. But let's learn about more docks, I guess. I can't speak today. Let's learn more about the docks. She's really thrown me off, I think. She's just so hostile.
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
You think we have that sort of time? A few weeks here?
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh, you want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
You better hope you don't get a cold, Giselle. In fact, why don't we just bite her?
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
I fight poverty. You really have no idea who I am? You are right, yeah. Do you know who I am? Let's use that line.
Oh no, Miss Paxton, you really don't know my kind. You have no idea who I am.
All right, okay. No need to get all worked up.
Oh, that got through to her. We scared her. I really should bite her. Actually, I really shouldn't bite her, but I really want to. Yeah, we're looking for Sean Hampton. We might need to ask some people now that we're very close to the quest marker.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Right back to being a bitch.
Well,
okay.
I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Goodbye. We're still going to help her get her money, I guess. Where do we have to go for that? So, track it, and the map says, right where we were. Bollocks to it. We went there last episode. Right, well, let's speak to this lady first. Could this be her sister? She mentioned a sister.
Much work to do.
Hello, Lottie. It's a wonderful name. I love the name Lottie. So let's open this up. Find Sean in the area. So he's here somewhere, is he? There he is. It's through there. Okay. We can get him. I'm going to speak to Lottie first.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Yeah, it is her sister, isn't it? She looks quite ill, to be honest with you. So, nothing there. And here, there we go.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
What if you have bad legs?
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
Is it just the two of you here?
What can you tell me about the sad saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
So he doesn't give you love, he just gives you pal shelter. What can you tell us about these docks?
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reed.
Yeah, why does no one want us to be here?
You really think I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No, I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Oh, come on, we're not scared of them at all. In fact, we've even helped a couple.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
Oh, I bet we will. I'd be violent here in a heartbeat. Doesn't bother me. Violence has no boundaries. I'd be violent in a church, an orphanage, anywhere.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Okay, well, there's not a lot of hints there, is there? Let's go get the bitchy one's money. It shouldn't take too long. We know exactly where to go, and then we'll go through the end of that shelter and see if we can get to the sewers. So how did we do it last time? Oh fuck me! How did we do it? Oh, we came up from down there before. We never faced these dudes. Okay, should be fun. There we go. Not going to get one, can get the other, and then we do this. Doesn't use that much blood at all. It's awesome. Shit, back off, back off. Get round to him, because he's very nearly dead. Oh, both of them. And you. This won't take long at all. Sweet. That's pretty good. I thought it was going to be a lot tougher, or a lot more damage inducing than it was. Now imagine the snipery dudes have respawned on the sides. Oh, maybe not. It's telling me the money is up the top. Okay. No, I don't think they have respawns. That's awesome. So it's just 20 meters down here. Oh, but it's going to be a boss character.
Giselle Paxton mentioned. I should investigate further.
Okay. No, he's got no name. Shit. There we go. We haven't used our gun much. We have now. You could finish him off with a gun. No? Okay. He can take a lot of bullets. Nice. Now, have you got the money, Sonny?
Giselle's
Yes,
stolen
perfect.
Prevail has some unethical ways of financing their war.
So we could bring back the money, or we could keep it and lie. No, as much as I really don't like her, we've got to give the money back. That doesn't sit well with my morals. And you could be like, what do you mean? What morals? You've like killed 2 people in like vampire-y ways, Clay and the Cadogan. But still, I think they were inherently bad people, which is how I justified it to myself. I can't steal from, although she's very opinionated and maybe a little bit bigoted and slightly classist, I still don't think she deserves to have all her money taken away. Let's drop down here. What's the best way back? I don't even know where we are. I've lost my bearings again. But no, she'll get the money back, and maybe she can use it to do some good for the workers' rights on these docks. So we need to see the bigger picture. So what we don't like the individual, what they're trying to do could be good. Okay, Giselle.
You again? What do you want?
We want to give you your money.
I've identified the men who stole from you. You were right. They were members of some self-proclaimed militia.
I knew it! Did you find the money too?
Yes, here it is. They'd already spent the money. No, we got it for you.
Yes, here it is. They thought they could finance their activities with it.
I never thought a man like you would be kind enough to... I misjudged you. Badly. Well... Thank you, sir.
Will you give the money back to your comrades then?
Fuck those bastards who fired me. I'll give the money to Miss Gillingham. Her son Jack was a friend of mine. He was killed recently.
We heard. Can you tell us more about that?
I know you were friends with Miss Gillingham's son, Jack. Tell me about his death.
Jack's murder has been a shock to the neighborhood. A sign that the situation is now out of control.
Why is that?
There has always been tension between the Wet Boot Boys and members of the trade union. But a murder? That's a first.
Yeah, who killed him? We need to know.
Who killed him?
No one will ever know. One thing is certain. While Jack was alive, I had one less reason to drink.
Oh, that's very sad. I think you are an alcoholic, aren't you? It's probably why you got the burst blood vessels on your nose and cheeks.
Why does that upset you so much?
I wish I had found the time and words to tell him how important he was to me before it was too late. Another failure for Giselle Paxton.
Oh, don't worry about it. You're doing some good now, giving it to his mother. Alright, well, thank you for that. I'm really glad she recognised that she might have been a bit too harsh on us.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
We'll try and help you out when we can. It's an investigation done. Good shit. Now we just need to get into the sewers. Wait, who's ill here? No, she's recovering. Okay, perfect. So we want to do this one, Rodney. I think it's got to be through here. If it's not, oh yeah, that looks sewery to me. I've seen enough sewers to know what a sewer looks like. And let's open up this. Oh, the old newspaper. The bomb exploded just after dawn in front of the Dawson & Dawson munitions factory, the largest employer in the district. The detonation smashed the windows of all the factories in North Southwark. It's a miracle only 2 people died in the attack, confirmed Chief Superintendent Alexander Brighton. Now, was this a very recent... Oh, it says it's an old newspaper. I was going to say, was this a recent article? Could be how Jack died.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked, all right. Okay. So is that why maybe some people are out of jobs? It said the biggest employer in the area. It's a good theory. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's a dead end. I can't get into the sewers from here. So it must be through that locked door. I wonder if that door becomes unlocked after we speak to Sean Hampton. Now, we've heard reports that he was like a crazy beast now, but he seems alright.
It's locked, all right.
Yeah, we need to get the key for that. We could search upstairs. I don't think there'll be any gangways leading out of here, would there? No, just money on the ground. We'll take that. Oh, there's like a little office over there. I'll get straight to it. Screws, aluminium shards. Alright, fine. We've got to go all the way around. Ugh. That's it. Run, Doctor. He runs kind of weird. He runs like he should be moving a lot faster than he is. So, in here we have stuff. I'm really looking for like collectibles or stuff to read. Stuff to Doctor read. No, you shouldn't laugh at that. You probably didn't, so I don't know why I'm telling you not to. But where was Sean? Just round here, wasn't he? Sean, you big bastard, how you doing? There's blood in here. There's blood behind a doorway. Okay, so there's lots of stuff to search. Wonder if there's anything incriminating. Oh, the safe was open. Yes, this can be moved. Oh God, what are you hiding in here, Sean? Right, we better speak to him. This will be locked, won't it? No, it won't. Okay, good. Oh, ooh, wow, this will be juicy. I bet he's going to be very defensive.
Why the long face, Doctor?
What? Why the long face? Is that all that worries you? Oh wait, look at the state of him. Sean, you've become a leper. We have both changed a lot.
It looks like we both have changed a lot. I must confess, it saddens me, Sean.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor. He has a plan for all of us. We may not always see it, but he does.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Well, you killed Harriet Jones, at least we're pretty sure. But let's get to this other stuff first. Why did you come back here? Has no one noticed the weird sort of open wounds on your face?
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
You're a helpful scout?
Wonders never cease. Scal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain.
He raises a good point. Is he trying to say there, well, if you can do it, so can I? But we've been led to believe that Scowls are like barbaric strains of vampires. They have no self-control. We barely have self-control. The amount of people have wanted to buy it but then had to think about it hard. Can you show the same restraint?
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
Okay, he was an alcoholic, which maybe gave him very low willpower. But, of course, yeah, you killed Harriet Jones. He's going to say he didn't, I'm sure. But let's learn more about him being an actual scout.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it?
I'll go around this side.
The Lord
Look at
has
that
made
face.
us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
Right, I don't mean to point holes in what you've just said there, Sean, but you're wearing a cross around your neck. It's literally resting just above your belly button. Is that not burning through? He said he doesn't face the same imperfections. Now, is that he doesn't always desire to be downing a pint of blood? Is that what he's saying? That's a pretty good plus to being a scowl. Obviously, the horrible zombie acne is a bit of a turn-off.
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
The fuck? What kind of clause is that? You don't get flesh without blood. Unless you go to a butcher's. Oh, are you just eating cold cuts from a butcher's? We can let that happen. So yeah, you killed Harriet Jones. Right, she was a huge bitch, but still.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
You say you're innocent, yeah.
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
Really? Even like them flesh-eating insects that eat your eyeballs? Or the little fucking bug found in like rivers in East Asia that can crawl into your urethra and won't come out? You have love for all of them as well? Still, okay, why weren't you close to her?
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
So you're saying he didn't do it, but what's with all the blood behind the wardrobe, Sean? What's with all the blood behind the wardrobe? I just want to ask him that.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
I'm intrigued. I am intrigued, definitely.
Very well. You have definitely intrigued me. I hope you're right, Sean.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I surrender myself to your judgment.
Right, explore the sewers to discover Sean Hanson's secret. Give a dog a bad name is the quest we are on now. Okay. So at least we know how to get into the sewers. And it is down there. Fine. But what is all that about? What on earth is it all about? I need to know. It's actually killing me. We'll be back, Sean. We'll be back. Maybe get some... Oh, folded paper. Forgive me, God, for what I'm about to confess. Sometimes I wish I never saved Dyson Delaney from drowning when he fell in the canal. There, I said it. Please forgive me, Lord, for I'm just a sinner. Dyson may be the most frustrating case I've ever had to deal with since I opened my night shelter in the East End. For years, I've tried to understand why this man regularly makes me so irritated, and I think I recently found why. Dyson has stopped fighting, for good and forever. I've met so many heavy drinkers in my life, men and women, rich and poor, young and old. I've witnessed their fight with the demons, their past, their guilt and their failures. Sometimes they can put a name on this inner evil of theirs, sometimes they have never been able to identify the real cause of their despair. But, in most cases, for these men and women, to drink is a way to keep fighting. Of course, it is a useless and destructive form of struggle, but at least this self-destruction means that something makes them suffer, and they still fight against this pain they feel so deep inside. Even a severe alcoholic like William Bishop keeps struggling with his addiction and asking for a salvation, for the light of Christ. And as long as they wish to see this light, there is a place for hope. Dyson Delaney has no hope left. He does not drink to smother his pain, no. I'm now convinced he conscientiously drinks for the sadist joy of smothering all hope. I really don't know what is worse sin, to deliberately cast away hope from your own heart, or complacently bask in self-destruction. Wow, who the fuck is Tom Delaney? Oh, the name sounds familiar. Probably him here, right? Or would that be Rodney? No, there's Rodney there. Wait, that's Tom. No, it's Dyson. Yeah, Dyson. Was it Dyson or Tom? Oh, fuck, I'm an idiot. Folded paper. Yeah, it is Dyson Delaney. Right, he's the first character we met. And it seems like he's drinking not to punish himself, but just because he loves to drink. Okay, well that unlocks a hint with him. Now I just want to see if we can unlock the door around here with the key we've just been given. I'm also going to rummage through this bin. But God, oh, a burnt letter, fucking hell. Miss Paxton, I recently heard that Hampton's sheltered for months and money or support of any kind, without a positive answer from you, I may be. My boys always get what they accepted no for an answer. Keep on refusing to answer me and wet boot boys come, you and your sister. Okay, Miss, so let me just fill in the blanks here in case you wasn't aware. Miss Paxton, I recently heard that Sean Hampton sheltered for months and Eurefa's money or support of any kind of polka-dotted elephants without a positive answer from you. I may be reduced to lactating my boys, always get what they desire off the milkman, accepted no for an answer until I called his bluff and got the catchphrase, keep on refusing to answer me and I will squat with prosthetic testicles. The wet boot boys come all over you and your sister. It made no sense even with the filled in blanks. It's one of them weird codes full of just crude lines there. I surprised myself with some of them. Come all over you and your sister? What the fuck's wrong with me? I've never been so disgusting.
It's locked.
The door is locked, okay. So let's go back out then. See if we can make it to the sewers. I'm sure we can. Oh wait, who was that a clue for? I didn't even see. Was it a clue for you? Or was it a clue for Lottie? I think it might have been a clue for you. Let's have a look. Come here. Turn around, Giselle, please.
You again? What do you want?
I want to see if we can... No, it wasn't you then. Okay, sorry.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
You may have heard, or you may come to hear something I said about you and your sister, Giselle. I deeply regret it. Almost to the point I'm thinking of editing it out. It wasn't me, I swear. Lottie.
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reed.
It's nice to see you, Lottie. You're comely in a strange, like, sick way. I mean, I also lack in certain vitamins, so I imagine I look very similar to you. Tell me about the gang's threat.
Lottie, tell me about the wet boot boys. I know they've threatened you.
Edwina Cox wanted me to provide her with information about Mr. Hampton's resources. I refused.
Is that not dangerous?
Fuck them and their lies.
Yeah, fuck them and their
They
lies.
claim they protect the interests of the neighbourhood, but they are just greedy parasites like all the rest.
I praise your courage. Are you sure you're safe? You sound a little bit reckless. No, I praise you. Not taking any shit from shitty gangs.
I respect your courage, Miss Paxton. And I hope life will never wear you down.
Dr. Reed, you know how to make a girl blush. I am glad you came to the docks, whatever your real reasons are.
Well, what can I say? You're strangely pretty, Lottie. Also, you may come to hear about something I said about you and your sister. It didn't mean it. It was beneath me. It was crude for the sake of humour, and it wasn't even that funny. So please just forget all about it.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton. Okay, fine. I think we covered our backs pretty well there. And now we have the key to the sewers. I've never been so happy to get into the tubes full of shit and piss. But we will next episode. If you enjoyed this episode of Vampire, please go ahead and leave a like. It helps me out a great deal, and I really do appreciate it. So thank you. Thank you all for the support on this series. If you want to see more, we're going to dive headfirst into the sewers and find Rodney, as well as the answers to Sean Hampton's questions. Please go ahead and subscribe. I can bring that all to you. Got any questions you want to raise? What do you think about Sean Hampton? Is he trying to pull a fast one? Please let me know in the comments below, and I will make sure I get back to you. Alright? See you